You know how we always say this show is about diving deep? Well, buckle up because today we're going full Jacques Cousteau on something we all use every day, car keys.
And no, we're not talking about that hunk of metal you might have wrestled with back in the day.
Nope. We're talking about the Mercedes-Benz of keys, those fancy smart keys that unlock a world of features and potentially drain your wallet at the locksmith.
Oh yeah, those smart keys can be pretty pricey to replace.
Tell me about it. So we got this email from a listener who's dealing with the whole duplicate key situation for their Mercedes, and it, well, sparked a lot of questions.
I bet it did. Smart keys are way more intricate than people realize.
Right. It's not just copying a key at the hardware store anymore. So for anyone who hasn't quite entered the 21st century of car ownership, give us the lowdown. What makes a smart key so smart?
Okay, so picture this. Inside that little key fob, you have what's basically a tiny computer.
Get out!
I'm serious. It has a microchip and everything. That chip is programmed with, like, a super unique code, a digital fingerprint for your car.
Okay, now that you mention it, I remember in the email, our listener mentioned this whole thing about needing their car present to make a new key. Like, what's up with that? I thought locksmiths just, did their magic.
That's the thing about smart keys. They're all about security, right? The locksmith needs to actually connect to your Mercedes's computer system to program the new key. It's like syncing up your phone to your car. They have to match.
So it's like super high-tech stuff going on to make sure some random person can't just steal your car with a copied key.
Exactly. It's called rolling codes. Each time you start your car, the key sends a different code. It's constantly changing, so those devices that thieves use to try and snag your codes, totally useless.
Wow, I feel safer already. Well, let's be real, safety often comes with a hefty price tag. In the email, our listener mentioned the locksmith quoted them somewhere between $250 and $400 for a spare. Ouch.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of luxury car ownership, right?
Right. Is that little computer chip made of gold?
It kind of feels that way sometimes. But seriously, you are paying for the technology. You've got specialized labor, programming equipment, not to mention the dealership markups that seem to magically appear. It all adds up.
Okay, so that makes sense, but still, that's a lot of cash for a little key. But I guess if it keeps my car safe.
Exactly. Plus, you usually get at least a year warranty on that, so there's that.
True, true. Now, I don't want to freak anyone out, but I have to ask, what if you lose all your keys? Every single one. Game over.
Yeah. That's a whole other level of expensive and complicated. Remember that car computer system we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no keys, no access. And when it comes to a Mercedes, you might be looking at replacing a whole lot more than just the keys.
Oh, no.
Like potentially the whole immobilizer system, which is basically like changing all the locks on your car, digitally speaking, of course.
So lesson learned, don't lose your keys. Maybe get a backup for your backup key. Switching gears a bit, what's next for car keys? Are we all going to be, scanning our eyeballs to start the engine soon?
Well, we're not quite there yet. But with all the technology these days, who knows? Biometrics are definitely on the table. And smartphone integration, too. Imagine controlling everything from an app.
That's insane and kind of cool.
It is pretty cool. The future of car keys is definitely going to be interesting.
So there you have it. Next time you're holding your Mercedes smart key, just remember it's not just a hunk of metal. It's practically a supercomputer in disguise.
And a reminder that convenience and technology usually come with a price.
Ain't that the truth? But hey, at least you're prepared. Until next time, keep those keys safe and those questions coming. We'll be back to dive into another topic soon.